the hosts, and PSG get us going, and it's going to be a long ball sent by the captain Marquinhos in the direction down the left flank to Barcola. Let's bounce for Nuno Mendes, and while we're on that, they've got a throw in on that left side, just the attacking side of halfway. It's Gigi Donnarumma once again in goal. Lucas Hernandez, Marquinhos lead the back line with Hakimi back into the side on the right. Nuno Mendes had a great game in the first leg. He's on the left, Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha and Warren Emery. That's the three midfielders. It was Dembele who scored in the first leg against his former side, joined by Barcola, who's in for Asensio, and Kylian Mbappe, of course. He is the most potent player out there, you would say, amongst all the potency. It's not retrieved by Barcelona. It's with Araujo, and he's going to look for an option just in front of him. It's De Jong on the swivel. Andre ter Stegen in goal for Barca. Araujo and Kubasi, central defensive pairing. Jules Koundé on the right, João Cancelo on the left as PSG look for a through ball. Mbappe, was he brought down by Kubasi? And it's a big ask once again for Kubasi. He's been hailed after his first leg. He's in for just the third Champions League match of his career. He's the youngest player out there at 17. Pedri, De Jong and Gundogan in the middle. Yamal and Lewandowski and Rafinha out there. I should mention Yamal, the youngest attacker at 16 years of age. With PSG in pursuit of a cross, it's going to be knocked away by Barca. Now, we'll try and go down that left touch line, but it's bounced out harmlessly. Lewandowski couldn't get there. Second minute of play at 0-0. Estadio Olímpico Luis Companys is Barca's ground for the season. They've made 8 changes to the side that beat Cadiz on the weekend. João Felix scoring in that one, just 1-0. And one change in total from last week's side in the first leg. It's Sergio Roberto out and Pedri in. So that's bolstering the side, many would believe, although Sergio Roberto has never worn another shirt. Well, kind of midfielder slash right-sided defender can go up and play in the front three as well, so he might get another run off the bench. Xavi this evening took over in 2021. PSG now switching play out to the left from Mendes. A slow build up here with Vitinha coming back just in front of those defenders in the central part of the field with Lucas Hernandez. On the left side with Fabian Ruiz. Now to Barcola, coming towards Koundé. Lovely ball in. Ruiz is there, holds it up. Good drop of the shoulder. Well defended by De Jong. The shot came from Barcola, who just lined up on the inside. Barca can't get away with a counter-attack, but they'll have a free kick. Referee Kovacs calling the player over. Just a warning here from Marquinhos. Defensive side of halfway, 4th minute. Lewandowski was handled, clutched his ear after that, but there's a bit of contact there from Marquinhos up high. A Polish veteran, the 9th game for him, 3 goals, 1 assist. So with the part the Princes last week, it was 3-2 the win for Barca, with Rafinha with a double. Christensen coming off the bench with his first touch and heading in the winner, Dembele and Vitinha. Paris actually led that match after trailing. Topsy-turvy, they're calling that one. At the left for Kubasi. He's in the full width of the fields. Now back to ter Stegen under the pump now. Have to go long over the first couple of lines of defence, and Barca's won that. It was well done by Lewandowski. Now De Jong is bumped and got rid of the ball, but that's an offensive turnover. Good hustle from Barcola. It's back with ter Stegen. And he'll knock it again to the chest of Lewandowski. Was he fouled again? Referee says play on this time. Pedri getting in the way. It's a good recovery from Barca in his opening minutes. First 5 of the game. Second leg. PSG needs a goal just to send this to extra time. Barca really need a 0-0 draw to get through. We'll see how they approach the first 15 minutes. Might be a sign of things to come. They beat Las Palmas last week. Rafinha with a goal, and glorious first leg for him. A couple of really nice strikes. Also Dembele. Barca's first attack through Yamal. Goes inside Mendes. It's a chest of Gundogan and a bit of confusion. Allowed Hakimi to come and put the ball down for Mbappe. This is the first chance he's got to hit the accelerator. Instead he hits the brake. And then a stop-start. Tried to step over. Had to go behind to Dembele. We'll see how Hakimi slots in. Second most valuable player in the French league. Zeremeri the third. Of course, Mbappe about 180 million euros he's valued at now. Went as high as 200 after the French World Cup win. One of the most expensive players seem to be around the 20 to 24 years of age mark as Barcelona gets the switch. Wants to go into the left half space. Wonderful turn by Ruiz. He tried the shot, went straight into Araujo. And a good block by the Uruguayan. At the right side, Dembele once more tries to loft in a cross, but it'll go out fortuitously in the end of João Cancelo for a corner. So relentless, you could say, by Luis Enrique and his side. And it's all about Barca. Never coached at this stadium, but he's one of those managers that most big clubs would like to get a hold of. He commands a high salary, so he can be choosy, and see, as a former Spain national team coach, he's so sought after. For now, he has to get a set piece happening in from the right. We'll see it in. Good defence though from Gundogan. Also Pedri. Lewandowski getting his head to the ball and sending it to the sideline. Over into the 8th minute, PSG in their away strip again. Down the right, it was telegraphed. Now it's a sliding challenge. They put the ball forward for Rafinha. Well, one back though. PSG, Zeremeri has squared this up. Fabian Ruiz has been quite busy in the opening 8 minutes. Nuno Mendes, 21-year-old Portuguese, just his third Champions League game. It's Barcelona now in his 8th. Working the left-hand side. Mbappe's gone over to help out. But that's a wonderful step. Here he comes. He might have hit an arm there. Didn't appeal for it. It's back to the halfway line. That was Barca. Kick it long, and at this stage you'd have to say PSG are the brighter start. Marquinhos. Has Hakimi out a little wider, but still fairly narrow the shape as go again with Dembele up against Cancelo off the Barca left back and out for another throw. So far we've seen Mbappe and Dembele. I think they're going to be the players to lead from wide positions especially. Asensio not starting here. Barca well rested after winning the first leg 3-2. They then turned over the squad by 8 changes to the side. That one in La Liga on the weekend. And it's Pedri back into this team, so that's boosting their chances, in my opinion. He's off the bench to give the assist for Rafinha's second goal, which was an incredible finish. A little dink over the top of the defence, and around the penalty spot, Rafinha connecting with a left boot. Straight into the bottom corner, past Donnarumma. He was much maligned after that game, with many calling for his axing from the Italian starting 11 as well, but he is the captain. Don't think that's going to happen anytime soon under Luciano Spalletti's command or on his watch. And Vitinha scoring for PSG in that first half is going to be very important to see how they control the tempo of this game. They've controlled much of it so far. Now Donnarumma, looks like his first touch there in the 10th minute. Hakimi will go long off the left. Smashed that over the top. That was beautifully done by Dembele, but a good recovery for the Araujo there. So not a bad start by Barca. Nothing scintillating about the game apart from PSG in the attacking half. They've looked okay. unable to find space in the central areas. But Barça down the left, just to drag away two defenders. He's done well just to pull Koundé out of position. Now some space 25 yards away. And again, Barça getting forward, and they put a bit of pressure on. Fabian Ruiz watches the ball go out. It was a pass intended for him from Mendes. 11th minute at 0-0. We'll go through the stats as the game goes on. Also, we'll take a look at the other game that's happening this evening. It's the second leg of Dortmund and Atletico Madrid. Ended 2-1 for the Spaniards. So still 0-0 there. We'll keep our eyes on the signal at Iduna Park. And Leverkusen, of course, taking their first Bundesliga title on the weekend. So I don't know if they've got a barge like Bilbao brought out. I don't think it's part of their tradition, but still big things for some of the smaller sides, somewhat smaller sides. Leverkusen, the feel-good story after Napoli's Scudetto. For now, it's Barça finally into the attacking hub, but they're slowing things down. De Jong. That was not easy for his opponent. Trying to get a foot in. It was there. Emery was showing some real intention. Doesn't want De Jong to have too much space. Likes to turn on the ball. Koundé back in for Araujo. Bringing it forward, no one coming towards it. Not a central position until he found Yamal out to the right. Usually likes to cut in on his left. This time he goes to the byline, approaches the goal, and Barcelona have it in the back of the net. Can you believe this? The first time they've got anywhere near Donnarumma, and it's Rafinha. His third goal in this tie, and has Barca out to 4-2. It is 1-0. At the Estadio Olympic here, and the Barca faithful, they have turned out in big numbers. They want to see their side reach the semi-final for the first time in 5 years. And Lamine Yamal with an assist. It's his second of this tournament. For Rafinha, third goal in about, let's see, about 90 minutes, considering the game time he had in the first leg. But Yamal was able to take on Mendes, took it to the byline, got in to about 8 yards from the goal. Just toe poked it into the middle. Rafinha arriving. Just got goal side of Hakimi. Tried to flick it past Rafinha to deter it away from goal. And Donnarumma, where was he standing? He went out to cut the angle down. So I think he's going to get a bit more flack for that. Barcelona leads. Second leg, it is 4-2. Rafinha with a hat-trick in this tie. Looks like a man possessed out there. Let's see if he can go on and bring bigger things from this game. A real moment of growth in his career at 27 years old after leaving Leeds when they went down to the second division in England. And he's got 5 more in La Liga this season, 7 assists there. So big contributions from the Brazilian that's playing on the left side tonight. From the kickoff, PSG down the other end. They need 2 goals now to take it to extra time. And Luis Enrique scaling down at the turf. I'll be a bit frustrated that his side have had most of the possession. 14th minute of play, the goal coming in the 12th minute. Aggregate is 4-2. It's away by Ter Stegen down the right wing. Here comes Yamal again, the creator. Rafinha, the finisher, this time as he was in the first leg. It was 2 beautiful goals at the Parc des Princes. But now it's Barcola's turn, moving inside and outside, past Koundé up. Is Ter Stegen to pick it up. It was ambitious, to say the least, from Barcola, but he's in there to have a go. He wants to run at the defender. He had a bit of chaos. See if he can get it into the middle. He needs to show his quality here. Still 0-0 Dortmund and Atletico Madrid. So at this stage it is 2 Spanish sides going through from tonight's fixtures. They do their UEFA coefficient. World of good. Spain lagging behind Serie A, who's in first place against Germany, then England. So Spanish League need a bit of a boost. Barcelona plays the ball down for Fabian Ruiz. Doesn't have the pace that Barcelona does. The two number 8s going at each other. Ruiz went inside Pedri, cleaned up by Araujo, and away down the right again. Yamal still in the Barca defensive half, goes with the step over, but it's been put out of the over the touchline, and Fabian Ruiz and Barcelona really trying down that left side. And they need to get Mbappe in a good position in front of goal. They need to have shots. They could find that this game could slip from their grasp a little faster than what it is now. One more goal for Barca would have them out to a 3-goal lead on aggregate. PSG need to cut. The XG 0.32 for Barca, 0.06 for PSG, despite the majority of possession with them. Now an unforced error down the left for Barca. For Hakimi from the throw. Can Marquinhos lead them? Will they get that sense of belief back? They were in front in the first leg by 2-1. They look good for it. Maybe even scoring a third in that fixture. Now it's Vitinha. There's a lovely run by Zaire Emery. Out to the left, it's Barcola. And this is Fabian Ruiz on the overlap. He'll loft it in towards the back post, in from the left side. And it is headed away. It's gone off the reverse side of the corner post of Cancelo once more. It's the second corner of the game for PSG. Taking that short. Now back on the angle. The header comes. It's well over the top. And it's a miss with Mbappe there. Good vertical leap though from the French World Cup winner. He does have 6 goals in this competition. And that came in from the right side, in line with the left, about, I'd say, 10 yards away from goal. He's missed by some distance. 18th minute, Barcelona 1, Paris Saint-Germain 0. And go short with the passes and had to be good. Out to the left for Kubarsi. Rafinha back for Pedri. They'll go back to the keeper. Araujo once more is there. His own penalty area. Now he's allowed to run out. Barcola waiting for the trigger. Then he goes. Lewandowski comes. Tried to switch across on the first touch to Yamal. It's been intercepted. Lucas Hernandez. Now for Mendes. Still, they're very deep in their own territory, PSG. Good setup from Barca. They've got 4-2-3-1 in the defensive formation there. And Mendes back in for Hernandez. To dilly-dally on the ball, and they'll have to go to Donnarumma here and try their luck on the right side of the diagonal pass. Now to Vitinha, down the line. They've got a 2-on-2. Good cover defence though by Kubarsi. The teenager's down. Took a hit. He's clutching on his right ankle. Number 33 for Barca. He'll be wearing that shirt for many years to come at this rate. Such a talent at 17 years of age. He got there in front of Dembele. Over the touchline. Not sure there's a foul there against the French forwards. Here's PSG's ball from the throw. Back to centre circle. Hernandez across for Nuno Mendes. Big switch, about 45 yards, intercepted by Cancelo. Now Dion sticks the pass in for Pedri. That is beautifully well-weighted ball. Now it's back in the middle. Lewandowski trying to feed Rafinha. Gundogan involved, and Donnarumma comes and sends it. It's out of play. Barca want to take the throw a bit quicker than what the referee's allowing them. 20th minute of play, they lead by a goal and by 2 in the tie. PSG with a minimum of 2 first-half goals scored in the previous 5 meetings of the first leg. unfortunately it's for their opponents. So PSG fans are still in this, and 3 goals would send you through. Good ball back in. Barca with a half chance here. The space opens up, and it's Donnarumma. Did he get a touch on it from Lewandowski? It's gone over the bar. That's a let off. If it's come straight off the pole's boots, so he did have space and was able to take it back from the left, back to the right, towards the penalty spot. It's a decent ball in from Rafinha. Yamal and Gundogan with the other players there, and Gundogan wanted it to his feet. There was a little gap to go through to find the German midfielder. Won this competition with City last time, captained them to the treble. Wonderful ball from Ter Stegen out to Koundé. His pass brought forward now by Nuno Mendes, who's intercepted. Using every inch down that left side. It's come off Yamal for a PSG throw. About 40 yards back from the corner flag. Maybe a little closer. Nuno Mendes will take this throw. Number 25, he's in his 3rd year since leaving Sporting. Just the 7 appearances for him this season, with a long-term injury, and 7 appearances between the French League and this. He's quite a fast fullback that likes to get forward when he can, but does make it back. Doesn't leave his 2 centre-backs wanting. It's Jacques Cancelo, a similar kind of player. He's lost it. Brought back by Hakimi, former Inter player, former Dortmund. There's a lot of former Dortmund players out there. 68 million euros according to the fly score for Achraf Hakimi, leaving Inter at the age of 22. And 25, he's got 1 goal in this season's Champions League. There's a sturdy tackle by Yamal. Sends it out of play, but it's PSG hemmed in their back left pocket. They're trailing by 4-2 on aggregate. Still lots of time to rectify this situation for them. They're Parisians on the away strip as well. It's a really poor challenge by Lewandowski. So Lucas Hernandez, his brother playing with Milan. A bit more luck than his brother in this competition. He did meet in the group stage, the group of death, PSG getting through that. 2nd place with 8 points. It was equal with Milan, but head-to-head in goals. PSG getting through. Milan down to the Europa League, and they're trailing against Roma in their quarter-final. They lost that at home. Let's see how they go at the Olimpico this Thursday. I'll be bringing that one on flash score as well. PSG to the attacking half. It's been brought back by De Jong. Sends a curling ball out towards the left flank. Rafinha was never going to get there. It's Hakimi with a throw. In terms of La Liga, Barcelona in 2nd position rather. 8 points behind Real Madrid. So it's not the worst title defence, not as bad as Napoli's. Italian champions joining with Frosinone. Barca beating Cadiz, and Barca knocking them out in the round of 16. Ball forward to Lewandowski, scored in that tie. Gathered by Donnarumma. He'll roll that out for Nuno Mendes. It's a sort out ball there to find Mbappe. Now down the left for Barcola. 2-on-2 here. Talk about his final pass. And it's Koundé. That'll be another PSG corner, this time from the left side. It's checking in on Dortmund Atletico. Still 0-0. Still Atletico going through. There's Lucas Hernandez's former side. Also João Felix, who's on the bench this evening. And it's sent in, and it's going straight out of play. It's poor execution. It was Dembele. It was an in-swinger towards Ter Stegen's goal. The keeper was a little worried, went across to the post just to close down that angle, but it did hit the side netting without touching anyone else. So all smiles so far for Xavi Hernandez. Not so for Luis Enrique, who's 53. So still in the peak of his powers as a coach. Joined at the start of the season PSG, formerly with Spain and Barça, Roma, Celta Vigo. Ex-Barça player of 8 years. Ex-Real Madrid player as well. And in terms of crossovers, there was some crossover between Xavi Hernandez and Luis Enrique in terms of midfielders. The squad between 2000 and 2002. The Blaugrana, Xavi taking over effectively Luis Enrique's position, also in the Spanish squad. Both went to the 2002 World Cup as PSG through Mbappe tried the cross. Now Nuno Mendes headed to his own advantage, kept the ball in. Good solid work, takes on the man, gets past Pedri, tries to cross another corner for PSG. Or did it bounce back off Koundé onto Mendes? I think it has. And the Romanian referee Istvan Kovac says it's a goal kick for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. It was very lucky for Jules Koundé. PSG have done well to win a number of corners so far. In the 27th minute, it is Barcelona 1, PSG 0. More importantly, 4-2 on aggregate for the Blaugrana. From the goal kick, Koundé's quite high. Brought it down magnificently, needs an option at the back. Rayo sends it forwards. Brought back by Hernandez. Good interplay here, quick passing in tight spaces out for Dembele. Mbappe wanted it. Then he realised Dembele was going to shoot, so he went to follow up on the keeper. It was blocked, though, and it's out of bounds. Hakimi takes the throw. It's back for Marquinhos. Lucas Hernandez is playing at left centre-back. It's a four-man backline. They've stuck with that so far. And Mendes switches it again, and Marquinhos finds Hakimi, who hasn't pushed forward in the way that Nuno Mendes has so far. But here's Barcola. Good ball. He's into the left half space. A shot comes, and that is a massive save. Was that ter Stegen with the final touch off Mbappe? Magnificent stuff once more. Corner kick for PSG. They take it quickly. They want to keep the pressure on. Back for Mendes. Now Dembele. It's a dangerous ball in, and Mbappe again cleared away. So Stegen didn't have to make the save because Jules Koundé and his head were there. Now it's Barca in transition. They've got the width. PSG getting backed up. Well done from Hakimi. It's come off him, attack for Barca throw on the left side. They've put a dampener on that. Barca on the counter-attack, but Barcola, the ball in for Mbappe, and ter Stegen was able to palm it away behind the post. Before that it was Koundé with a block from Mbappe's header. So the man that's linked with going to Barca's fiercest rival can do them some damage. Still 0-0 in Germany, Dortmund and Atletico Madrid. Rayo, diagonal ball, but it's going to work out here for Barcola. He's got the run in. He was brought down by Rayo outside the box. Now, what kind of colour card is this going to be? It's a red card, and everything's about to change. PSG, it is 11-10 in their favour. Rayo sent off. A horrible challenge. He tried to get Barcola off balance. And Rayo was saying that Kubasi was behind him before he made this challenge. It was quite clumsy from Barca. Pass didn't pay off. Rayo into the back of Barcola. Now, I'm not so sure he's got a case here. Barcola got goal side. It's outside the box, the initial contact, and that is what is going to ensure the red card comes. Barcola was through from the left half space. He was tearing through on goal. He would have had a one-on-one with ter Stegen. And you think that there's a good chance of him levelling this game at 1-1 and cutting the deficit back to 4-3. But in any case, it's going to be a free kick to PSG. It's just at, I'd say, half a foot outside the box, to the left of goal, to the left of the left post by about 10 yards. Araujo's got no choice here. He's got to go. Fabian Ruiz is trying to tell him, just get off the field. He's been sent off. Araujo refuses to leave on the half-hour mark. And now it's, I don't want to say advantage PSG. They've got a lot of work to do and a lot of ground to make up. They need 2 goals to send it to extra time. They might get there if they can stretch Barça. So finally, Araujo is leaving the pitch. Uruguayan has no choice. It's his contact on Barça. Has made the referee from Romania see red card every day of the week. Sorry to disappoint Barcelona listeners, but it is a red card, and if that happened down the other end, Barca fans would be screaming for a red. But for now, it's number 10, which is Ousmane Dembele, standing over this ball. It's also Fabian Ruiz on the left. 4 men in the wall for Barcelona. Dembele's called that just to the left of the post. He had the trajectory, had the good hit over the wall, but didn't get the dip. It zipped over. It did hit the roof of the net as it went over and a little wide. 32nd minute. It is 10-man Barcelona against PSG, who trail by 2. So Rafinha's goal in the 12th minute, that's got Barcelona a healthy lead, but there are a lot of worried looks around the Estadio Olympic. Can PSG strike before the half, or will Barcelona batten down the hatches? A lot of big tackles going in now. Good slide by Pedri. Good recovery by PSG. Now Ruiz. Ball over the top for Mbappe, trying to exploit the space. Overcame Koundé. That was quite the defending from the French fullback. Picked up by Nuno Mendes. Now, there's going to be a lot required from Yamal to the likes of De Jong to try and plug that gap at the back. I'd say De Jong's going into that right centre-back position for now. I wouldn't be surprised if the likes of Christensen came in. Now it's Ruiz. Fires the ball in centrally out. Ter Stegen was the only player near it. Dives upon it. No one there for PSG. And now Araujo looks from... Not sure if he's allowed to be in that position. Might be in the tunnel right on the edge of it. Will he regret this particular challenge? And Barcola, can Barca persevere and get through? It's a big task. But if they can't hit with 10 men against PSG, that would be demoralising for the French sides. The hopes back in the French capital just buzzing a little bit. There's going to be a change for Xavi Hernandez. Of course it's a defender, and Lamine Yamal has to be sacrificed as an attacking player. In comes Inigo Martinez, number 5. So I think Xavi just making sure he wants his defence and midfield set, and they will play. I'm sure they've trained for this occasion. Barcelona have a way of stringing passes together to allow players to push up on the opposite side, and that will be exactly what they'll do here. It'll be one of Koundé or João Cancelo. Maybe just manipulate their runs forward a little. They need to conserve energy and get through, but they've got some fresh legs out there. It's a 32-year-old, and in his first season after leaving Bilbao, Inigo Martinez in for his 4th Champions League game this season. And that is a foul. It's against PSG here. Now was that Hakimi into the side of Lewandowski, who's again holding that right side of his skull. Second season for him since leaving Bayern Munich. He leaves and look what happens. It's I guess Harry Kane has replaced him. That's unnecessary from Hakimi. He's just come in the side. Didn't go for the head, but there was contact. Don't think there's going to be a card. It's just clumsy and hot-headed from the Moroccan. So Barca with a free kick in the defensive third. Back to the keeper. Every passing second will feel like a small win. We'll get Barca through to the semi-finals. It's all about small battles to make up for massive victories. And again, they'll have a go at a free kick, and it's this time on the halfway line. De Jong. So it's an unsettling last 5 minutes. But they were sent off. Not on the same page. Rafinha wanted it over the top. Pedri went down the guts. Picked off again. And it's out to the left for Nuno Mendes. And what the PSG do here, they've got the ball with Vitinha, directing traffic out to the right. Hakimi, now Dembele. Looking to just hem Barcelona in for a while, get them under pressure, keep going. Got Mbappe out on the left side now, up against Pedri, inside for Mendes. They're looking for a gap centrally. Lewandowski, the first line of defence. Very, very narrow, this low block from Barca. Now to the right, Dembele to the byline. Can he get there? Put it back in towards Barcola. Not sure if the ball went out, but it's play on. And up to Cancelo, just to get the step going. Then down the left, they've put it out of play. PSG throw. It's at halfway. Right side. Hakimi once more. That was electric from Ousmane Dembele. And De Jong. Back into his right position. Just in front of the defence. Koundé kept it in with the chest. And just clipped into the back of Nuno Mendes. It's come off the PSG defender. That's an interesting tussle for the rest of the game. Luis Enrique doesn't agree. It's a Barca throw, right side. Every little thing going Barca's way is being contested by Luis Enrique. Don't know how he'd be received if he came here and denied Barca a place in the semi-finals. It's under his tenure. Glorious comeback a few years ago, which we will go into. It's not a lull period, but Dembele went into trouble there. Cancelo will milk another free kick at left back in the back left pocket against Hakimi once more. Has to be careful now. It's thin ice for him. Been involved in a few unnecessary challenges. That was the 4-0 and the 6-1. Luis Enrique coaching Barcelona. Di Maria with a double. Draxler, Cavani. It was Luis Enrique versus Unai Emery back then. We're at the head-to-head section on the Flash Score app as PSG win the ball back in their own half. You can just scroll down. You can find the fourth game between Barca and PSG. Ended 6-1 here in, what is it, the 8th of March 2017. Suarez in an own goal from Kurzawa. Messi. Then Cavani replied to make it 3-1. Neymar, Sergio Roberto with the decisive goal. In comes the ball. There is a reply here for PSG, and it is Ousmane Dembele. Swiftly puts that into looked like an open goal. Maybe it was just how good his finish was. There's a yellow card now for Inigo Martinez and also Kylian Mbappe. Now it is 1-1 and 4-3 on aggregate. Barcelona still in the lead, but the travelling contingency here from Paris, they are delighted with this response. Out to the left it went. clever ball across from Barcola. Went behind Cubarsí, also Martinez, and João Cancelo couldn't close down Ousmane Dembele, who still had plenty to do. Was able to thump that past, well, nearly an unguarded net there, you'd have to say, from Ter Stegen. He did flap his arms just to make it look like he tried to save. I guess that's instinctive from the keeper. But Ousmane Dembele doing a goal check here in the meantime. Has brought PSG back into this contest. Can Barca hang on until half-time as Ronald Araujo from the touchline? He's biting on his fingernails there. It is his challenge. He has his side down to 10 at home to PSG, who have the mighty Kylian Mbappe ready to bite. They've just shown their teeth. 1-1 at the Estadio Olímpic. It's taken Barcelona to get a red card for PSG to find enough space. You have to argue if Ter Stegen was in his normal position, would that goal have gone in? Don't think so. First comes Inigo Martinez. Ball's out of play. Could be a season where his side wins nothing, and his former side just won the Copa del Rey. The final over Mallorca. Seems they were. 42nd minute here though. It's Barcelona 1, Paris Saint-Germain 1. 4-3 on aggregate. Ball is with Donnarumma. Can they get their own back? That a bit of revenge from 2017 as Mbappe chests it down, cleaned up nicely. Now Koundé has to make a decision. PSG have come up and it's forced Koundé to go to the touchline. There's a good press there. Barcola joining in. Throw from the left. Mendes back to Vitinha. From a Porto and Wolves midfielder. Good switch. Back to Dembele. Into the middle. Vitinha will go first time a goal with a curling effort. It's over the bar again. It's not the first time I've seen that this evening from both clubs. I did check to see if Barcola was initially onside. I can tell you it was a good 70 or 80 centimetres that he was the right side of Cubarsí. You can see there the reaction from Luis Enrique. He was quite pumped with PSG's equaliser. So no allegiances here. PSG just with the one European trophy. That was Bruno Ngotti's goal in the Winners' Cup of 1996 in the final against Rapid Vienna. I think he's on the ground rubbing his right hamstring. And who's at fault here? It's Nuno Mendes. I think he did well to flick the ball past Mendes, and it was blocked. Just a good body check there. Barca with a free kick about 45 yards back from the byline, right side of the pitch, and they'll go to halfway. So with Koundé. All the way with Ter Stegen. I'm sure that is working for Barca at this point. PSG know the game plan for Xavi at the moment. They just want to get through to half-time without conceding another one. They keep a bit of energy, go back out there and just stick the boots into the ground for the next 45 and get through any which way they can. As Barcola tries to run through. Oh, that's a wonderful crosser. Dembele was waiting, but Barcola's cross on the left boot had too much speed on it. And again, he turned Koundé inside, then out. And a cross, it really fizzed across. It's out for a goal kick. 45th minute of the game. Quick score check over in Germany. Well, you wouldn't believe this. It's Branton Matson with goals, and now Dortmund look like they're going through to the semi-finals. They lead 3-2 over Atletico Madrid on aggregate. Atletico Madrid were outplayed by last year's finalists Inter for much of their round of 16 clash, and it's Pedri now who's playing up here to the referee, but he's holding his face and stamping his feet at the same time, kicking into the ground. 3 minutes of stoppages. Fabian Ruiz has been all important for PSG this evening, but it's Pedri's claiming it's Ruiz's high hand. Ruiz was linked with a move to Barça, and now has received a yellow. Former Napoli midfielder, second year since leaving, left under Spalletti's tenure. And watch, there's his teammates clinched Scudetto glory. No goals in this Champions League for him. 2 assists though. Napoli ball in from Albertis. It's concern over Pedri at the moment, and he's back into the starting lineup. €17.5 million signing from Las Palmas back in 2019. It's all there to be seen on the FlashScore website and app. Just 21 years old. Also 3 assists for him. So a really nice assist over the top for Rafinha in the first leg. It's all about excellence, and Pedri has shown that. 4th year in the seniors with Barça. It's Rafinha's goal in the 12th minute. Replied by Dembele's goal in the 40th. So Pedri has had a bit of work done by the trainers to his nose. Barça with another free kick in the centre of the pitch. Gundogan this time. They'll chip it over. That's ambitious. It's going to bounce past Lewandowski and 2 defenders, and Donnarumma claims it. Into the 3rd minute of first half stoppages, Lucas Hernandez receives a roll ball forward. Mendes, no one coming towards it. Barca happy to watch PSG switch play. Still very compact in defence from Barca. PSG looking for a way through into the middle for Vitinha. There's only PSG player there. Now it's Mendes. There's Barcola wide as he goes for the cross. There is a chance there for Dembele once more, but he has knocked it from very, very tight angle, and he's showing us there with his hand actions, his gestures. He's showing by about an inch, and it's missed, and Ter Stegen was worried. He watched that roll a little wide of the far post, which is the left post. So he's volleyed that first time. That was intelligent stuff from Nuno Mendes. Very nearly getting the leveller. He's going out to the right wing. I think his job is to cover a lot of territory now. Lamine sacrificed for Inigo Martinez into the 4th minute. They should have an extra minute here because of Pedri's injury. He didn't want to go on for too long. Lewandowski fighting. Down the right, Kunde barges into an opponent. Now Lewandowski tries the trickery. It's beyond him though, and Hakimi coming centre field. It's a high up and under. Cancelo's come, headed it forward towards the corner flag on the left. Back by Marquinhos. Donnarumma stops it. Barca trying their best to keep the ball down this end of the pitch, and again it's been touched on into that corner. PSG back with it though, defending. Need to get the ball out. Have gone to the touchline, and it's a Barca throw. Will there be time to take? It's off Hakimi. So at least 1 or 2 minutes here added on to what was supposed to be 3 minutes of stoppage time. Barca taking this very short, that throw. Not sure it qualified, but the referee didn't pull it up. And Vitinha back to Marquinhos. He'll hack it long over the halfway line Dembele was there, as is Kubarsi's given that away. That's a good press here from PSG. Barcola has been wonderful in the first half. Now Kylian Mbappe plays in Ruiz, in from the left side, and that is a wonderful sliding tackle from Kubarsi to make up and make amends. They won't have time to take the corner. To the delight of Xavi Hernandez, it is Barcelona 1, PSG 1. The goals from Rafinha and Dembele in the first half, but more importantly, a red card for Ronald Araujo. And PSG 1 goal behind on aggregate. It is 4-3. And can Barca hang on, or can PSG put off a comeback of sorts? We will find out in the second half. Join us in about 10 to 12 minutes. You're on Flash Score. besides the goals, besides the yellow cards, is the card that is coloured red for Ronald Araujo in the first half. He brought down Barcola from behind, just outside the box. Dembele and PSG couldn't capitalise on that from the free kick, but they did end up getting a goal, and they're just within one of sending this game to extra time. PSG fans that have made the trip to the Estadio Olímpic Luis Companys, they would be feeling some hope and also some confidence. For Barcelona, it's a precarious position. They lead by a goal, but can they hold on? Will they play on the counter and look for to steal the game? I'd say it's to steal the tie. You would expect PSG to have the artillery to get through Ter Stegen's defence once more. Barcelona getting us going in the second turn back to the keeper. He is the captain this evening, as Marquinhos is for PSG. Let's see if there's any changes at the break. We've had that one in the first half when Araujo was taken off and he was sent off. Then Lamine Yamal was sacrificed by Xavi Hernandez, and Inigo Martinez came on. So in the other game, it is 2-1. So the identical scoreline from the first leg. There is Dortmund in charge this evening, but it's 3-3 on aggregate. Dortmund, Atletico Madrid. Atletico pulling one back, and it's through Hummels and an own goal there in the 49th minute. So let's see who can go on and win that one. It's close as it is here with Mbappe just trying to find a way through. Can't find the half a yard he needs, but he's to the byline, tries the back heel, goes into Koundé, and the referee says it's a goal kick. Mbappe looks a little perplexed there, look of incredulity. I think he's got cause for a corner. It doesn't go his way this time. Barcelona have gotten away with one there. Definitely came off Mbappe, back onto Koundé and then out. Ter Stegen will pump this forward. Chopped off well by Hakimi. Three at the back for PSG on two Barca attackers, and Vitinha will get it back to Marquinhos and then receive again. The two Brazilians. Marquinhos formerly with Roma and Corinthians. Vitinha coming through Wolves and Porto. 7 goals for Vitinha in Ligue 1, as they call it, and 4 assists, 1 goal and 1 assist in the Champions League. Got that goal in the first leg. Let's see if he can find a way through here. Just outside the box, 30 yards away, out to the right half space now for Dembele. He's got Hakimi further wide. He goes for the cross though, straight into João Cancelo. Out for a PSG throw, quite high up near the corner flag. So Achraf Hakimi coming up to take this. Gets it all the way back to halfway. Lucas Hernandez. Back out to Marquinhos. If they did switch it to the left, there was plenty of space. Now Hakimi slowing it down. Back in Jose Emery. Lucas Hernandez. Forward to Vitinha. So we'll see if there's anything to report from half-time. No changes. So we'll go through the starting sides. It's the starting 11 for PSG is Donnarumma in goal. Hernandez and Marquinhos at the back. The shot comes here. Oh, that is lucky. It's come off Ter Stegen. He's flicked that up over the crossbar. It was Hakimi with an audacious effort from out the box. It was hopeful, and Ter Stegen got an arm to it and has diverted that over the top. An awkward bounce, and they've gotten away with that one. Corner from the right side, taken by Dembele. Switch that inside into Vitinha, chips it to the back post. It's still there for PSG to turn home. No, it's Ter Stegen who's made himself big there. It was Mbappe with the last touch. Now Rafinha would be the hero if Barca can get through here. He's got a hat-trick in his tie over the 2 legs. But just going back to that starting 11 in the second half for PSG. Donnarumma, Hernandez, Marquinhos, Hakimi, Mendes, Ruiz, Vitinha, Zé Emery, Dembele, Mbappe, and Barcola. Two wingers up forward have been two of the best out there. For Barça, well, their starting 10 is Ter Stegen, the captain, in goal, Cubarsí and Martinez at the back, with Koundé on the right side, Cancelo on the left, Pedri, De Jong, Gundogan across the middle, up forward, Rafinha and Lewandowski. And they have to defend here again. Barcola, it was predictable that time. And Barcelona want to... No, they've given away a free kick here. It's Robert Lewandowski who's going to receive a yellow card. He missed the game of the weekend through being suspended. It's gone. He had every right to go for that ball. It was Lucas Hernandez who got good position, but Lewandowski didn't see him coming from around the back, and it's quite unfortunate for Lewandowski. Hernandez getting some contact to his face, and that's what's prompted tonight's referee, Istvan Kovacs, to produce a yellow card. Not the first one of the game, probably won't be the last. It's two apiece now for the sides, but the big one is the red card for Arroyo, bringing down Barcola. Yamal brought out of the game, Martinez brought on. Cross comes in from the right side from Hakimi. Deflected up, and it was an easy clearance from Gundogan. Back with Mendes, brings Donnarumma out of his area. Barcelona did well against Napoli. It was there for Napoli to get back into the tie, but Barca with a late goal. Lewandowski is so clinical from in front. Scored very late to clinch that for Barca. They deservedly went through though against the Italian champions. Now some space for Dembele, Mbappe, chance here, and it's been fired wide. It's dragged across from Fabian Ruiz on the left boot. It's usually so good, but he was in the left half space. Hit it from the edge of the 6-yard box, and Mbappe with this must have heard the call from Ruiz. Ter Stegen had a foot outstretched, and I guess made himself wide enough to make Ruiz try and pierce the ball through the gap, but he's dragged it too wide of that left post. So Ter Stegen pushes everyone forward, takes the goal kick. It's pulled back by Marquinhos, but it's a Barca throw on the halfway line. Xavi Hernandez with a covered mouth. Running through a few options here. They've done well to get to 7 minutes of the second half without conceding. Numerical disadvantage for Barca. Super effort from PSG in this game. They've been the better of the two sides, but it is all about what the scoreboard shows. They lost at home 3-2. Rafinha with a double there. Christensen with a goal off the bench. Dembele and Vitinha with those goals. Every single goal in that game was a goal of real quality as Marquinhos goes out to the right side. Dembele up against Cancelo. Decent ball in, but away from De Jong. Another throw for PSG. It's going through the stats. 61% of the ball with the away side. We've had 14 shots at goal to 2. Shots, it's goal attempts, I should clarify. 3 shots on goal to 1 in terms of accuracy. Barca have done well to force them into those half spaces and get them as wide as possible. In comes the cross. Now it's well worked back in. Just outside the box. Mbappe comes, gets a touch. Wants to slide it across. It's with Dembele now. Wants to loft it in. It's behind off. It's Pedri there. So over is Ousmane Dembele, rushing over, 50 million euros. The signing from Barca to PSG. Is there Emery pushing up now into the box? There's most of the PSG players on that left side of the box. 54th minute. So Dembele taking his time with the corner. thrown short here. It's Hakimi squares that up and has launched a goal, and Vitinha has found the bottom corner. What a strike that is. Beautifully struck into the bottom left corner. A drive to make it 4-4 in the tie. Lewandowski flung his foot out, but it is Vitinha who scored in Paris, now scores in Barcelona. You'd have to say PSG look good for a win. 2-1 on the scoreboard on the night, but 4-4. More importantly is now Barca attacking. An instant reply. No, it's Gundogan who couldn't find the corner. Xavi was on his feet pacing the touchline now. It's a tense situation. Down by a man, and Gundogan struck the outside of the post there. First attacking raid from Barca in this second half. At the moment we are poised for extra time, unless one of these sides can dig a little deeper. I have to say PSG are looking okay here for the win. There's a red card shown there. I think that's to Xavi, the Barcelona coach. And yes, he takes the jacket off and off he goes. Some lasting instructions there to his other staff, and he's kicked into the VAR area there, just on the edge of the pitch, and the referee accordingly has shown him the red card. So Xavi Hernandez, direct red card, sent off here at the Estadio Olympic. He knows it might be unravelling. Very different kind of game to that in Paris a week ago. Out comes ter Stegen, gets a cross, an aerial ball in, good shape on it, but he was able to get in the way of the cross, and Barcola. I just think that Brendan Barcola might have a say in this game, might get his goal. PSG have never won this competition. They made the final back in the lockdown days, able to get through Atalanta, who have cleaned up Liverpool so far in the Europa League. Liverpool might have something left though, at figure, a couple of goals at least at the Xavi Stadium. Good ball in for Barca from the left side. Lewandowski was able to get and rise to that ball, but unable to get high enough to header it down. It was a weak header, tame towards Donnarumma. PSG, they've won it back in the midfield through Hakimi, Emery, now out to Ruiz. The give and go with Mbappe over the top, and it's good physical defending there by Inigo Martinez. Luis Enrique wants more calm on the ball. There's so much time left in this game. He knows they can win it in the 90. Feel of stress and concern by the Barcelona people. The fans here are at home, but away goes the Spaniard Fabian Ruiz. Out to the left for Barcola. Wants to go around Koundé and find Vitinha. Emery now. Dembele, well, that was some contact in the box. It started in the box. Penalty, PSG. Can you believe this? What a turnaround it is. It's against João Cancelo. They will review it undoubtedly, but the referee, Kovacs, has given PSG the opportunity from the spot. Luis Enrique. Oh, what an effort that was. Definitely contact there from Cancelo on Ousmane Dembele. Deemed not good enough for this Barca side. Now, was there contact from Cancelo with the ball first? I don't think he touched it. He definitely didn't touch that. He got the boot. That is a penalty. Over on the right side, in the right half space, just inside the box, about 6 yards back from the byline. João Cancelo knows, he's got that feeling, but he will protest, because that is their job. And it's just an incredulous look from everyone on that Barcelona dugout. It's none other than Kylian Mbappe. On the hour mark, PSG with a chance to go ahead in the tie. German goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen is up against one of the best players on the planet. He's trying to get Mbappe's concentration stuttering a little here. He's just jogging around on that goal line. The referee's telling him to stay put. Ter Stegen's arguing the point. He wants some chaos. Will it rain here if Mbappe puts it away? I think it will. Mbappe won't rise to what ter Stegen's doing. He's waiting for instructions from the referee. Barcelona 1, PSG 2 in this game. Is this going to be the decisive strike from Mbappe? Beautifully taken into the top corner, right-hand side. And Mbappe goes away to celebrate. It is Barcelona 1, PSG 3 on the night. It is 5-4 for the Parisians on aggregate, with half an hour left for Barcelona to come back into this one. Now they're going to have to go and try and get this equaliser to take it to extra time. So it is not looking good for them. PSG are taking real advantage of the 11-on-10 situation. Mbappe, congratulated by Dembele, ploughed in over the top of ter Stegen, who picked the right way, but Mbappe unfazed. His first goal in this tie, and it is goal number 7 in the Champions League for 2023-24. It's his 5th goal in his 3rd match against Barça. So a hat-trick back in 2021 in that 4-1 away game, Pochettino against Klumet. But it is Hernandez who's been sent off up against Luis Enrique, the former Barcelona coach. It's a real spanner in the works, that kind of goal. We've had a change. And it is Ferran Torres who has been injected into this game. Now, he's a bit of a goal poacher. So PSG with 3 goals after an XG of 1.05, 16 goal attempts to 4 in their favour, 60% of the ball to 40. Now, there's some high contact there from Marquinhos on Lewandowski. Barcelona with a chance here just outside the box. Let's say about 30 back from the goal line. Gundogan standing over this in the left half space. They will all pour forward, Koundé included. Same with Martinez, the defender who came in for Araujo. Gundogan. He'll chip it over the top. That's well worked. It's been brought down, and it's been put over the top of the goal by Barcola. Doing the defending, it was Ferran Torres, who was on the same page as Gundogan. I think he might have been marginally offside. I'm not sure. We'll have to see that with the automatic offside technology. Gundogan with a corner out on the left side of the pitch. He's going to swing this in towards Donnarumma, who's now trying to tell Kubarsi just to back off. Donnarumma with a little hug and a little smile. Heavily criticised after that first leg. Again, it is going to be Gundogan. With the delay, looking to find a teammate in the middle. PSG leading 3-1 on the night, and it is 5-4 on aggregate to them. They came into this at 3-2 down. Then they found themselves at 4-2 down. They now have replied threefold. Dortmund and Madrid, Atletico Madrid at 2-2. From the corner, Barca into the left half space. There's contact there. What's the referee going to say here? Marquinhos has gone into the book. Referee says no penalty though. poised here for a cliffhanger if Barcelona can get back into this match. Gundogan's received the yellow cards, and that is for the sheer weight of protesting. It's PSG leading Barcelona by 3-1 away from home at the Estadio Olímpic. Second leg of a fiery encounter, you could say. Up next for PSG is a home match against Lyon. Barcelona after this, gets harder. It's Real Madrid. There's the El Clásico. We'll be bringing you that one on Sunday evening. And it's Barcelona at home here to Valencia. Away to Girona, at home to Real Sociedad. Away at Almeria, at home to Rayo Vallecano, aside from Madrid. And then it's matchday 38 all of a sudden. I don't think they're scheduled in at this stage. If they don't get a goal, they're not going to have any more Champions League involvement. They do get an extra 10 mil or so in terms of euros for making it this far. Big question is, can they get themselves back into this match? A little bit harsh from the referee to show Gundogan a yellow. Just another break in play. It's at 3-1 for PSG. I'll take you through the proceedings of this game, some of the past events. They're all there on the flash score application. Rafinha with a goal in the 12th. Rayo sent off in the 29th. Then it was Yamal that was brought off in the 34th for Martinez to fill that spot at the back left by Rayo. And Dembele scored with the assist from Barcola. It's his 6th in this competition, so he's been a real contributor for Luis Enrique. Then 3 yellow cards to finish off the first half. Mbappe, Martinez and Ruiz. Then Lewandowski went into the book in the 50th yellow card to Vitinha's goal to get PSG up on the night by 2-1. Just an excellent drive from outside the box. Xavi got sent off in the 56th minute, and Mbappe from the spot after João Cancelo brought down Ousmane Dembele, converted to the left side of the goal up high above Ter Stegen. Torres has been brought in for Pedri. Now it's Marquinhos and Gundogan that have gone into the book. So now down the other end, PSG have a throw, 68th minute. They lead this tie by 5-4. They just need to keep possession of the ball, you'd think, and they're through. Just keep it away from Barca, starve them of getting anywhere near that final thirds. 2-2 still between Dortmund and Atletico Madrid, so one Spanish side looking as though they're going to go through. One going out, it's Barcelona. Tomorrow night we'll bring you some more Champions League football. As PSG looking for another goal here, and João Cancelo forced to turn it behind. So PSG in no hurry now with 21.5 minutes to go. Ousmane Dembele has returned to Barcelona. It looks as though he's going to lead PSG into the semi-finals. He's going to take this corner from the right side. He goes short, looking for an option. Fire it back towards Vitinha. It's too far to shoot. He's got a mark by Lewandowski. Out to the left. Going to go in. Nice delivery, and it goes just over the head of the man leading towards Ter Stegen. And Barca have given it away. They're surrounded. They're hunting in packs now, PSG. Referee calls play on. Mbappe and Hakimi. Out to Mbappe, into the box. He went for the cross. And unfortunately, PSG couldn't force it home. And Barcelona can't get it up the pitch. It's Fabian Ruiz now in from the right side. Settled down by Hakimi. Dembele. Back for Zaire Emery. Just wondering if PSG do go through to the semis, no matter who they play. Will Zaire Emery get a start? What an occasion it would be. I'm left gobsmacked here. Füllkrug and Sabitzer have scored a couple of goals in a couple of minutes for Dortmund to get them to a 4-2 lead over Atletico Madrid on the night. So it is now a 5-4 lead for them, just as we have in this particular tie. Champions League football in its prime right now. So PSG again winning the throw on the left side. Barcelona forced to get numbers over there and try and get the tilt happening. Füllkrug and Sabitzer responding to the Hummels and Correa goals, or it's Hummels with the own goal, I should say. And there's been two changes in this game for Barca. Yamal out for Martinez. Pedri off for Torres. So Ferran Torres, as Donnarumma gets it out to the right side in the defensive third. PSG are pushing the back there. And Hakimi. And his performance in this game has been up and down. It's Ferran Torres. It was a 50-50 tussle for the ball. Both players grabbing at each other. The last contact there coming off the right boot of Ferran Torres onto the left leg of Hakimi. Both players went down. Torres at 24 years of age, third season since leaving Manchester City. And Donnarumma again chips it out to the right wing. Hakimi tried the first time pass, it wasn't good. Felt the heat coming from João Cancelo. Dembele tried to style it out, but it's got to come back for the throw. 72nd minute, Barcelona 1, Paris Saint-Germain 3. Ferran Torres about to play his former side Valencia after the El Clasico. Ter Stegen out from the back, Lewandowski. I don't want to say his European ambitions are going out with a fizzle, but it is through ball in the back there for Mbappe. Now comes Ter Stegen once more. He's been positioned quite well. Again, it's stop and start as Ferran Torres is brought down this time. He makes the run forward as Gundogan takes the free kick. Just on the defensive side of halfway. It's good ball. He's got his radar on, and now it's Lewandowski. What a save on the follow-up. Well, there was contact there. Marquinhos made the tackle. Don't think there's a claim of a penalty for Barca. But Lewandowski showing that he's alert and he's awake. And a goal there would have us going towards extra time. Donnarumma has made a really good stop. And then Marquinhos followed up. He's been able to scoop that ball over. It is Ferran Torres who was lurking from 5 or 6 yards, ready to turn it home on the rebound. So would this be considered a failure for Xavi Hernandez last season? I think he knows the club's limits, especially financially. The club is in debt. I'm not sure about their signings and financial fair play. He's leaving in any case. Where he's going, who knows? And who knows what he can do at another club without these kind of resources. And Cancelo back to Kubarsi, who is a fine resource coming through the Barcelona youth ranks along with Yamal. The header back, it's picked up by Hakimi. Donnarumma has to be decisive and chip it back out to that wing. Go directly out of play for a Barca throw. Good pressure from the Blaugrana. They won 5 matches 6 matches in a row, I should say. Undefeated in 13 coming into this one. Jean Laporta, the president, not been too worried about Barca losing twice in the group stage to a group with Shakhtar and Antwerp. Eliminated Napoli in the round of 16 as PSG switch play out to Lucas Hernandez, and now a forward run from Nuno Mendes. Ruiz again waiting for Barcola. He made the call, takes on the man around Koundé. Hit the ball about 8 meters in front of him, so that allowed Kubarsi to get over and get the ball away to safety. It's a throw for PSG. Kubarsi now playing on the right side of the centre-half pairing. Double change coming for PSG though. Looks as though Lee is about to come on. Time for PSG to take this throw. It's quite high up on the left side. Battling it out, it's Mendes and Rafinha in that left corner. Mendes is claiming it's a corner kick for PSG. So 15 minutes for Barca to turn this around, and in the meantime, Luis Enrique is going to make a double substitution. These are the first changes for Les Parisiens. Barcola being brought off. So Asensio, the former Real man, is on. Number 19, Kang-in Lee is coming in for Fabian Ruiz. It's a midfielder for a midfielder, attacker for attacker. Asensio for Barcola, and for me, he's been one of the lights that has been shining bright all evening. It's been perilous down that left side. PSG from the left, they go short with the corner. And Mendes back down there with Dembele, lifts it in. It's overhit and goes straight out for a Ter Stegen goal kick. Disappointing finish. Maybe set for a big finish here though, with the Olympic standing down the barrel of elimination. Barcelona, they need a goal. The final 13 minutes, now some good interplay down the middle. Decent ball into Rafinha, round the man, and squared that up at the back post. Coming in from the left, across. Went across Donnarumma as well. Directly out of play, Lewandowski was just a fine ball forward. Rafinha beat 2, including Lucas Hernandez. He left them for dead in between Hakimi and Hernandez. Then on the left boot from the left side, put it across goal. In two minds about whether to go for the corner or the cross. The run inside is PSG. Can they get a fourth goal here this evening? Out to the left, it's Zaire Emery. Out for Dembele, who's now on the left wing. He'll launch a goal. As always, rising. It is another one for the statisticians, and also just shows where Dembele is mentally. Another change coming. It's going to be a Parisian change. Did they take a touch from the boot of Dembele? It's going to be a corner at the other side, and Dembele will get there. So this is with Vitinha short. He's playing into Luis Enrique's strengths. They're making sure they're taking the sting out of this game, trying to take the emotion out of it, trying to make sure that it's a flat Barca as we see out the final 11 minutes. It's Ter Stegen that catches the ball from a cross in from the left. It's over the head of Lewandowski. Just didn't read the flight of that punt forward. Ferran Torres is down there. Approaches Donnarumma. He's got the ball and he's just running across his own 18-yard box. Now the ball on the ground. He's going to try and chip that out to the left as usual. It's going out the right side. Barcelona's put that into touch. Kubarsi. That will allow for another change. So is it Emery to come out? So Manuel Ugarte is coming in. And he's a midfielder for a midfielder, 23-year-old Uruguayan. First year since leaving Sporting. Formerly with Famalicão. And 60 million euro transfer in terms of Champions League. This is his 8th appearance. No goals, no assists so far as PSG go looking for another run down the pitch. Moving low, Ugarte now back for Nuno Mendes. So Ugarte will sit in front of that back line. So Coutinho, Kangin Lee and Manuel Ugarte, that's the three across the middle. It's Asensio, Mbappe and Dembele. Up forward, Dembele going out to the left wing, Asensio on the right. So he'll work that space with Hakimi. Barcelona down to 10 men. They have been for much of this match, since the 29th minute in fact. If you just joined, just finding out, Ronald Araujo was sent off. It was for a challenge on Barcola just outside the box. It was the last man. He's really changed the complexion of the tie. PSG with enough ammo to score 3 goals since that moment. Now the frustration starting to set in. Rafinha, and he looks disturbed out there. João Felix and Fermin Lopez we brought on. So demoralising, especially with the run-in for the El Clasico against Real Madrid this weekend. The player coming out is Frankie de Jong. Lopez is a much quicker player than De Jong. João Felix will join. It looks like they must be going to a 4-man front line. Rafinha out there with João Felix, Lewandowski and Ferran Torres. Fermin Lopez as well. That is as attacking as it gets when you've got 10 men. So there will be holes for PSG to exploit. Working their way down the narrow areas. Mbappe can he steer PSG to a famous win. Big task coming to Spain, and it's a good back heel forward as Hakimi goes around one. Good cover defence though by Fermin Lopez. Now at the left side, it's a smash down the field, and it's a long ball as Ferran Torres is showing good pace. So is Nuno Mendes. He's recovered as well. He's atoned for his earlier error because he hit the pass too heavily for himself. Barcelona got there to get it back, and now it's some of the Blaugrana fans, the Blaugranistas they call them, not the happiest. At the Estadio Olympic, it's now taking right down the right, and Barcelona want a free kick, and they will get one. There's a late whistle here from referee Kovacs, who will mark the ground with the spray. So coming in from the right side of the pitch, and all of these Barca fans sitting there with their hands on their faces. I guess we'd be expecting to build the squad, but with Lewandowski approaching 36 years of age, it might be now or never for them to win a Champions League. Manchester City are the favourites, I guess, and Borussia Dortmund might be going through the last 4. Barcelona might be going out, but Rafinha will wrap his left foot around this in from the right wing. About 25 yards back from the byline and about 15 in from the touchline. Good ball in. The keeper came and missed. Donnarumma. Not the best from the PSG man. And now it's Lewandowski on the ground. What's happened here? Referee's pointing at something. Might be for an offside. Thought it might have been for a penalty just there for a second. Good ball in from Rafinha. Caused a bit of confusion. Donnarumma came for the punch and missed, and he's gone into Lewandowski there. It won't matter. I think it might have been a penalty on another day, but there's an offside call in the build-up, and Donnarumma will have a free kick. 86th minute we're into now, and Barcelona require a goal to stay in this. PSG leading by 5-4 on aggregate. 3-1 on the night. Barcelona have made a total of 4 changes now. PSG with 3. Dortmund still winning 4-2. So for them it's a 5-4 aggregate lead as well. 9 goals across each of the ties. Barca with a bit of possession. Haven't seen too much of this. So we have a look at the stats. Won't get foot to ball here towards a penalty spot, and it was Fermin Lopez that made the run in behind. It's going to go over his head harmlessly. Donnarumma will have himself a goal kick. So a real feeling of angst and frustration around the company. So many glum looks on the faces of the Blaugranistas here. PSG have come to spoil the party. Quarter-final started off with a big bang. Barcelona taking the lead in Paris. Paris coming back to a 2-1 lead there. Barca first up, but more importantly, a red card for Ronald Araujo. And PSG 1 goal behind on aggregate. It is 4-3. And can Barca hang on, or can PSG? Rossi comes with a big header back into the midfield. It's discombobulated looking Barca out to Mbappe now. He'll just trudge with the ball. Dembele didn't bother come against his international teammate. Played in the World Cup final together. Now Barca's won it high up. They've got the numerical advantage here. They've got to go out to the right side. Oh, what a block that is. And there is a big fist pump there from the PSG defence. It's Marquinhos up against Lewandowski, who needed to do better. And Gundogan is so disappointed. Lewandowski went for glory himself. He needed to find Ferran Torres out to his right side, who fell to the ground in disbelief that the pass wasn't presented to him. That was Barcelona's chance, and it was PSG's error at the back. Colin Muani will now come in for Ousmane Dembele, who just might be the hero. Didn't see him in the first leg, Colin Muani. That is a 4th change for Luis Enrique. So some defending here as Barcelona have a corner in from the right side. In swinger, and Donnarumma tips it over the bar. Otherwise it may have gone in from the boot of Rafinha. Out to the other side. They'll take this quickly. Well done by Barcelona here. They found space. Goes into the middle. And now the foot race is on. PSG might be able to wrap this up. Good pace shot from Hakimi across the middle. It's Mbappe. Big save from Ter Stegen on the follow-up. Another save. Still there for Mbappe. And it is now sealed. It is 4-1 PSG at the Estadio Olympic. They have wrapped things up, and they will go through to the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League. Kylian Mbappe with a brace. Ter Stegen, he tried to save not once, not twice. Couldn't get the third one though. It bounced kindly for Mbappe. Never going to miss from that kind of range. Just in line with the right post. And he has knocked it into the back of the net. They're celebrating in front of the cameras there behind the goal. The PSG squad has come to meet the starting 11 out there. And Mbappe He's congratulated by his Le Parisiens teammates, and that is goal number 8 in this Champions League for him. So if he could lead them to the Champions League title, would he be in line for the Ballon d'Or? Good effort from Asensio on the volley from that save from Ter Stegen. It fell to Mbappe. Mbappe with the first shot here. Ter Stegen made himself big. It went outside the box. Asensio volleyed first time. And then it was just a poor clearance from Koundé into the back of Fermin Lopez. Bounced over to Mbappe, who was unmarked on the corner of the 6-yard box. And he has flung that in on the left. Luis Enrique, I don't know if he's going to be welcome back to Barcelona on the streets anytime soon. And he is as a player. A few more as a coach. Some titles involved. And now signing with PSG, I guess, going to follow the money trail. He's leading PSG to a famous, thumping, resounding performance at the Estadio Olympique. Second leg, one faces around here. Ousmane Dembele, not for him though. He's come back to haunt his former club. So we go into the first of 7 minutes. Second half stoppages. PSG now with a 6-4 lead. So at this point, unless Barca can find 2 very late goals to send this into extra time, it will be PSG through to the final 4. Still got one change up their sleeve. What I can see on the flash score app, yes they do. So that was a good counter-attack, started through Hakimi. Barcelona don't want to be giving up yet. Still some good tenacity in the back right pocket. The ball out though wasn't good enough. Just don't lack the cohesion. And when you're reduced to 10 men, you have to have a certain footballing IQ to be able to mitigate all the problems. If you're not stretched, they'll come down the flanks if they can, or they'll come narrow. It's all about finding space. And now Asensio out in the right wing. Will be relishing coming to this town in particular as a former Real Madrid player. The tears are starting to flow at the Olympique. Luis Companys here. It's sad images for Barca fans, but looks as though their Champions League quest is over. I can feel proud that they got through the Italian champions Napoli in the round of 16. They led this tie by 4 goals to 2. And going out by at least a 6-4 aggregate loss is now Mbappe again. Forces Ter Stegen to get 2 hands to that, and he's kept it respectable here. Otherwise, it'll be a 3-goal lead for Paris Saint-Germain. Good long ball forward for Barca though. Turned in for Gundogan, 40 yards away. Telegraph pass. Hakimi got back to take the ball away from João Felix. And his former side look like they've been eliminated as well. Dortmund are through to the final 4. They win that one 5 goals to 4 on aggregate over Atletico Madrid. If it wasn't for some of Ter Stegen's heroics here, could be a more embarrassing scoreline. And Mbappe looking for a hat-trick. 4th minute of play, can still get it. There's 7 at least in second half stoppages here. Don't forget tomorrow evening, check the Flash Score app calendar. The Wednesday, there are 2 more belters there, Bayern Munich and Arsenal, Manchester City and Real Madrid, and then Europa League and the Conference League on Thursday. And that will be Roma, Milan, Atalanta, Liverpool, Marseille, Benfica, West Ham, Bayer Leverkusen. The Conference League, it's Fiorentina, Pilsen, Fenerbahce, Olympiacos, PAOK and Club Brugge, but the game from that lot that will be telecast, or broadcast I should say, is Lille and Aston Villa. So Villa looking good to get through. It's all about Barcelona and PSG here. 5th minute of stoppages now. Barcelona will have to regroup in time for this week's El Clasico away in Madrid. It's going to be a painful trip over, knowing you're just been freshly eliminated. We'll see how Real Madrid go. If they can get through Manchester City, they'll be on a high. Otherwise, Barcelona might be able to get something there. If Real Madrid have the wind knocked out of them, the Etihad Stadium. It's only a matter of time now. 120 seconds to go. Barcelona requiring 2 goals. Now Rafinha playing at left back. It's just a matter of covering positions for each player out there. João Felix was forward of him. He went for the more ambitious ball, a diagonal one in from the left wing, around halfway. Donnarumma claimed it. 100 seconds to go. 100 seconds of pain for the Blaugrana. They know this tie has run its course. Whether they could have got beyond the semi-finals if they did make it, it's questionable given just how fragile they are in certain areas of the pitch. Spanish champions still within a shout of getting something in La Liga. They'll definitely qualify for next year's Champions League at the very least. And at this point, they have to defend here as PSG come down the right wing. There's a shove in the back from, it's an offside call in any case. I think Colin Moani knew it. So Barca's undefeated streak, you would say, is over. Started with Osasuna all the way through to Cadiz on the weekend. "13 games. Rafinha now gets a card very late on. 20 seconds to go. Barcelona this Sunday will be bringing you that game. A chance for them to get within 5 points of Real Madrid if they can win. That game played in Madrid will be at the Santiago Bernabeu. Seconds ticking down now in the second leg here. Another yellow shown. It's time to Fermin Lopez. So just need to hold their nerve here. Don't want to go down to 9 men very late on as we go into the 8th minute of stoppages. That is the final whistle from Istvan Kovacs, our referee this evening. The second leg, it belongs to PSG. A huge 4-1 victory at the Estadio Olympic. And Barcelona are eliminated at the quarter-final stage. Paris Saint-Germain will go on to the final 4. Kylian Mbappe with a brace. Let's put the icing on the cake. Vitinha and Dembele with the first goals for them. But it all started with Rafinha in the 12th minute. But it's that red card from Ronald Araujo that changed everything. They were up 4-2 in the tie, Barcelona, but they have been knocked out by 6 goals to 4. Rafinha's goal, then replied by Dembele, Vitinha, and a penalty from Mbappe, and then the sealer in the 89th minute from the PSG number 7. We will leave it there. Dortmund also through as Atletico Madrid are knocked out. 2 Spanish sides gone, and the French and the Germans through. We'll have more Champions League football for you tomorrow evening with Manchester City, Real Madrid, and also Bayern and Arsenal. Until then, thank you and good night.